What's up, everybody? I'm back. Man, I know I was pissed yesterday and I said a few things about Michigan football, but man, I'm going to continue to roll with that. It's been a rough weekend in my football world. Now, Michigan is my favorite college football team, but my favorite NFL team, as you can see in the background right here, is the Pittsburgh Steelers, the 5-time Super Bowl champions of the National Football League. But damn, got done watching them lose to the Denver Broncos, man. I was upset, man. What a tough loss. Before this game today, I had said, man, Denver is a tough place to play in the Mile High. A lot of players complain about the oxygen and the altitude, and it's a tough place to play. And I just knew in my mind that it would be a tough place for us to get a W. And watching the end of that game, it just made me cringe. We played pretty good. Big Ben threw the ball 56 times. Jesus, man, 56 times. We need a little bit of balance. I know Big Ben is fourth in the league with over 3,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 10 picks. But man, 56 times and we only ran the ball 13 times with James Conner. I know they got Von Miller and they got a nice D lineman, but damn, we gotta get James Conner more involved. I know he's been shut down the last couple games, but I just knew that this game in Denver would be tough, and we lost by a final score of 24-17. We got the ball back with a chance to tie the game inside the 5. That last play, Ben hikes the ball, and it was supposed to be like a fake. I don't know what it was, but that play was just dead right from the get-go, and he throws it, and Shelby Miller picks it off. Gosh, oh my goodness, man. It just made me cringe, dog. We had a chance to put our foot on the gas pedal and ramp it up for that top AFC playoff spot and keep up with Kansas City, even though they beat us in week 2. Man. Now, guess what? We are the 4th seed right now. And that's tough. But now, guess what? Still control our own destiny. I still trust Big Ben, and I still trust Mike Tomlin. Our next 5 games, look. Next week, we play San Diego I'm sorry, not San Diego. I'm sorry, I'm used to saying that. But we got the Los Angeles Chargers at home on Sunday Night Football. And guess what? Melvin Gordon was just injured. So I don't know what his status is, what's up. We're going to find out about that. But he was hurt. And then after that, we go on the road to Raiders, which I think will be a W. And then the game I have circled on my calendar since last year with the Jesse James, not a touchdown catch rule or whatever. I'm still infuriated to this day about it because it cost us home field advantage in the playoffs last year, and look what happened. We ended up losing to Jacksonville in the divisional round. All right, we play the Patriots the week after that. Then we go on the road to New Orleans, which I expect to be a loss because I think New Orleans is still going to be trying to fight to get that number 1 seed in the NFC. Because down there, I don't think anybody's beating them in the NFC if they get home field advantage. And then we close our regular season out with a game at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, we beat Cincinnati a few weeks back in a dramatic fashion on Antonio Slant touchdown catch because we have Cincinnati's number, just like I referred to yesterday in my video about Michigan's psyche. But we have a psychological advantage over Cincinnati Bengals, and that's only one divisional game left. And in those last 5 games, we have to go 4-1, in my opinion, and at least get the 2 seed in order to get at least a 2 seed. Because, in my opinion, we cannot beat the Patriots on the road. I do not know New England getting any more help that they already have. They already have the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, which hurts me to say this, but I can't help it. Big Ben is up there on his own. But if we can get the 2 seed, I really think we have a legitimate shot of getting to the Super Bowl. Now, I know, like I said earlier, Kansas City defeated us earlier in the season, but we're a different team. Our defense has improved. Our pass rush has improved. Bud Dupree, Javon Hargrave, Cameron Hayward, T.J. Watt, getting to the quarterback. Now, what I'm concerned about and what I have been concerned about since the start of the season, so we started off the season real shaky, started off 1-2-1. We tied with Cleveland. We lost to Baltimore where they torched us. Is our secondary. Now, I trust Joe Hayden because he's a veteran and he knows how to get the job done, but I've got to rely on Cody Sensabaugh and Artie Burns has pretty much been benched, man. He's a first-round pick a few years back, but he has been a bust in my eyes. Now, Artie needs to step it up or prove he can get on the field. I like Terrell Edmonds, but he's more of a box safety for us, and he can stop the run. And I haven't seen anything from Morgan Burnett. We signed him in the offseason from Green Bay, but he hasn't done anything. I don't know. And I love Sean Davis. He's a big hitter. We got to be disciplined. We have the most penalties on special teams. We lead the league in penalty yards and penalties, I believe, but we're starting to cut it down. I trust Mike Tomlin. I love him. He's a great coach. But our Super Bowl window is closing, and we need to get the job done. Now, today, Big Ben didn't play his best football. The thing I love is the thing I hated about Big Ben at the same time. He's a risk taker. He tries to throw the ball into tight spaces, and today it didn't go so well. It did last week when we made a comeback down 16 points against Jacksonville, you know. I don't know. I still trust my team. I was a little upset we didn't get this win in Denver. We were on the cusp of tying this game, and we could have got into overtime and got a win. But even Boswell missed a field goal early in the game, and we were just off a little bit. Von Miller was getting to the pressure a little bit. My Steelers need to step it up, and this is time. These last 5 games is the home stretch. We need to get this done. 4-1 is all I'm asking for. We can do it. Well, right now, as of right now, we are the 4th seed right now as of now. Now, there's a Sunday night game between Minnesota and Green Bay, but that more so affects the NFC. But this game next week against the San Diego Chargers is a crucial game. Now, they're way down in the wild card because they're not catching Kansas City, but we can take advantage of this. Our destiny is in our own hands. We control it. I love football. I love my Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Big Ben, as we all know, is 2-1 in the Super Bowl. Now, his career playoff record is 13-8. That's 10 games at home of 6-4, and on the road, he's played 8 games. He's 5-3, and now he's played 3 neutral site games in the Super Bowl, which is 2-1, which is his only loss was the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers a little over a decade ago. Now, that hurt my soul. Now, we have a shot. The Chiefs are still young, and Patrick Mahomes is really in his rookie year. He's really in his rookie year, and I still don't think he's the MVP, and I think the front runner for the MVP is Drew Brees. But Big Ben should be in the discussion. He should be in the discussion. He won't win it, but he should be in the discussion. He's carrying this team right now. We've got offensive firepower, weapons, but the problem is we play down to our competition every time. They do nothing but stress me out, man. Watching them is just like, it's just crazy. I don't know what to do sometimes, man. It really drives me nuts. Now, we struggle against the Jaguars. It's a matchup thing for whatever reason. We play Jacksonville because they play us tough and they almost beat us. Now, I knew Denver was going to be a tough game, like I said before, because they just beat the Chargers last week and they beat us back-to-back weeks, so that puts them in a wild card position. But we have to win these games at home. They are crucial. I trust Big Ben. It's 23 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, like I'm saying again. But if any quarterback can go on the road and win playoff games, I think he can. And I believe he can go into Kansas City, just if it happens in the AFC Championship game, he can go into Kansas City and he can beat Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. I know everybody's riding high on him, but I'm trusting my boys. I'm riding with the veteran. 2 Super Bowl rings. I trust him. I don't know what to do. Now, James Conner hasn't had his best 2 games. He only had 13 carries for 62 yards a day, and he's had his 2 worst games the last couple weeks. But he still has over 1,200 scrimmage yards and 11 total touchdowns. Now, we got to get him more involved in the passing game and get him some carries earlier to get him hot. And the last thing I want to say about my Steelers is, look, I know everybody's has their hot take on Le'Veon and are upset about it. As a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I love Le'Veon. I was glad he was here. I'm not mad at him. Let the man get his money. If we didn't want to pay him, I really feel like something could have happened to it would have worked out, but it just didn't happen. Now, he's about to be a free agency. Are they gonna transition tag him? I doubt it. Just, let him go. I think he really wants to be here. We didn't want to pay him. We're more so of a team who just drafts and plugs players in. Now, as good as James Conner is, he's still not a Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell was the best back in football, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Steelers fan, but realistically, he was the best back in football, and we didn't get him this year. It sucks he didn't play, but I support him. Go get his money. I'm not one of those fans who's going to burn his jersey. I support the man. Football is a business at the end of the day. But I'm riding with my franchise. We got to stick it out, and we got to ride, and we got to make this Super Bowl push. It's now or never for this 2018 team because the Super Bowl window is not getting any bigger. We have studs, Antonio, Juju, Ryan Switzer, Vance McDonald, Jesse James, us offensive line with 2 Pro Bowlers. We're studs. Just defense, just do the road, get to the quarterback, do what we need to do. We can do this. I have faith in my team. I have faith. It's been a rough football weekend for me, but I still have faith in my Steelers, and it's, like I said, keep pushing. It's on to the next week. It is not over by any means necessary. Let's go. I'm rocking with my Steelers. You see my terrible towel in the back. We got a chance to make some noise and get it done. And like I said, let's go Steelers. My boys, I love them. Hey, and everybody, you know what to do. Go hit that subscribe button. Comment below. Tell me what you think. And also, starting Tuesdays, every Tuesdays from now, I'll be doing my power rankings with the top 5 teams in the NFL. And I will be back. Thanks, everybody, for checking me out. I appreciate it. Much love.